Today we are continuing our From Stalingrad to Berlin campaign, playing Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. And in the previous stream, we were left off the situation that the city of Stalingrad was actually lost. We did the air phase in turn 5, it's turn 5 currently, and I was thinking of the stream that maybe losing the city, the objective itself, could mean that we should reconsider the command structure of the Sixth Army. Zeitzsler is commander of this 8th Corps, not that good of a commander, and the main commander of the Sixth Army itself, Paulus himself. I think the track record, 27 victories, 13 defeats, is just not good enough. We are going to replace Paulus with another commander. It could be General Lieutenant Branderberger. That could be our good alternative. We wouldn't need to sack anybody else. I'm also thinking outside the box. That what if I don't think we can actually. I can't see Rommel, but I'm been entertaining myself with the idea that what if we would get Rommel back into the action. I'm not so sure how are these commanders now being ranked, but we would definitely need an infantry leader and also not necessarily tank leader, because there's a separate tank army. I'm just thinking, is Mr. Brandenberger good enough for us in this situation? Heinrich would be really good. He's the commander of the 4th Army. Let's check where is the 4th Army. This is the second Panzer Army. 4th Army is here. Well, actually, I don't think we can change any of these commanders in this side. Especially Model has to stay where he is right now. But yeah, losing the city doesn't please the army headquarters. So I think the decision is very clear. He needs to go. Well, actually, yeah, Brandenberger, if I check here, it is the administrative skills which are kind of lacking. So this is how I see it. We have basically 2 options, or there are multiple options though, but how important would administrative score be in this case? I think I would maybe rather Wöhler Otto, but we still have some panzer elements actually in the 6th Army and some motorized. So maybe this all-around Brandenberger would be actually better. So let's pick him to be the new commander of the 6th Army. He has now been promoted. Let's check out these other commanders. They are not that great either. Especially for this corps. How about the 4th Panzer Army? He is commanded by Hermann Hoth. He is a good tank commander. I can give him credit for that. It's 8, but then not really good at political or morale wise, but otherwise he seems capable. The 4th Corps here seems okay. 8th Corps, not that good of a situation. 14th Panzer Corps. There we have a good commander, is Hans Hube. He seems well capable. Walter Heitz. I think I want to change this guy too. We want to take like an all-round good commander. Von Senge und something. I think he could be the perfect pick. Or actually Friedrich Herrlein. Maybe let's prioritize the capabilities of being a good infantry and a mechanized leader. So okay. Now we have the command issue is basically solved. And here in the south, our priority is to do a couple of encirclements. Just to be able to repay the loss of the city. But the whole idea of doing encirclements, it kind of relies on these 2 units, these 4, this unit over here in Kalach, holding the crucial depot position. Then in here, I think we could actually, even before the turn, we could fly some freight in there. Not that much, just something, because these units probably need to help us with making those encirclements in the first place. Okay. Let's check out what do we got in these Panzer Corps. We could have some pioneers from the 6th Army. Those new units that we received in the beginning of the turn, where did they go? Stak Battalion, Panzerjäger Battalion, we want these. This went to the Army Group B. I don't want it to go to Army Group B. I want it to go to the 6th Army. 6th Army. How about the Stags? Stugs. Also to the 6th Army, I would say. Yes. And just to keep us on the safe side, because we are a little bit over the command limit. I don't know, is that going to be an issue? We could take these fort units and assign them directly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be exactly enough. So I guess I'm going to assign these directly to the OKH. Just in case we could benefit something from having our army headquarters not over the command limit. Okay, now we have 108 over 108 and 23,000 people belong to this headquarters because there is so many construction battalions. I think what I want to do, I want to actually move this unit over here on top of this depot. And what are we going to do with these tanks? I want to know what kind of support equipment is available for them. Anti-aircraft, a couple of artillery, but not much. It's not the bestest of situations, but it's not the worst. This unit actually, we can't take it to move further. Okay, the commander of this army, commander of this 4th Corps is kind of far away. We want him to be definitely closer. Let's try to do some breakthrough basic attacks first. I'm just thinking, would these divisions be enough? I think so. They just do a deliberate attack here. And let's take this unit off refit. It's actually now looking pretty good. We routed the enemy there. Very minor losses for us. Good looking battle. This is actually, I am skeptical that can this position hold. If we look at it, it has only 15,000 men, and it's facing a lot more. The enemy can put like 70,000 against it quite easily. What we want to do next is that we can send a tank here. Now this rifle division is becoming problematic because they are eating away our movement points. Okay, this unit has refitted reasonably well. I think we can The Jäger division is still unready. So there is no point in using that for an attack. 6th, 11th Corps. Not really the strongest, but it doesn't have to be. These are okay defensible positions. We can't let this unit then walk through and cut this railway line. That would be a major disaster. These are completely depleted units, these two. I think they were the ones that got... We can actually see what happened here. Ubes units here. This was such a disappointing battle. -7. And we lost tanks. This was such a bad battle. This was much better. I'm even thinking, was this a bug? Because our defensive combat value was super high, but then of course we were completely outnumbered. Over 100,000 units attacking us. And we can also check these attack values. 70,000. Yeah. 30,000. Here they were not even close. And in this battle, we didn't have any air force. That's a shame. Because we should have. But the weather conditions, I guess they are just too bad. They are on flexible stance. Okay. Well, let's move the enemy a little bit. Just a little bit. It's all the same. I'm gonna move here. 5 to 3. Not really the perfect odds. But I'm not going to use my tanks because they need to be fresh. And I would like to keep also these motorized. This unit actually could do another attack if we just move it here. Yeah, let's do it like this. Everybody's within range. And they withdraw. So that was actually a big unit. 11,000. We managed to push them back. But that was our goal. We wanted to have some more space to maneuver. Now I'm just thinking, how are we gonna hold? We need to hold this tile, and this tile. We need to hold these three tiles. If we are going to go for this kind of encirclement. I'm going to take the 4th Panzer Army. This unit actually belonged to some corps. Where is the corps commander? It's over here. There's the 4th Corps. Is there anything else? No. Everybody else is directly reporting to the 4th Panzer Army. That's interesting. Now they are within range. These guys could also help. But the tricky part is that we have to then move to this tile too. Just not going to be enough that we break the enemy. I'm going to use these troops. Retreated routed. That is a nice result for us. The Panzer division can move there. These guys also could move there. Now we are facing another question. How are we going to fill this? With what units? These guys can no longer move, that's a shame. Now, are we happy with only this encircling this one mechanized unit? Or do we want to also have the tank corps in the encirclement? If we do, then it would mean that we would have to blast through this and this unit. I think they are doable, but much more difficult to defend. Because it would mean 2 unprotected tiles. And that's not necessarily something that I would like to experience. What I would rather do, I would rather take the Panzerjäger battalion, maybe, or just keep it in the unit or in the HQ. I'm sure that they will assign it. Take this. This individual unit and also this infantry unit. We don't want any panzers necessarily. Yeah, let's go. They lose a lot of their tanks, and we had the Panzerjäger battalion contributing to the battle. So that is a good result. And now we can take these motorized units and make them fill that gap. I just need to choose where do I assign troops. This is an okay consolation price if we get the 3 enemy units destroyed, tank corps, mechanized corps, rifle division. But I'm just cautious that will this unit actually hold here, because this is crucial. If they lose, it's not going to hold. I think I have to take this unit and make it go this long trip around here. Defensive value drops to 5. It's not the best unit anymore. Set that to reserve. 12, 16. Okay, this is a weak unit. Could we move this up? I think we should. So now we have a defensive value of 9. Attacking value of 10. This Kalachi is just important because of the depot. So I think we should keep that unit there. This motorized should close up this encirclement. However, it's still not as strong as I would like it to be. We should move some units to the depots. Okay, there is a Romanian division. Yeah, that should be good enough. This can actually go up here if we want to send it back. 18, 9, 20, 30. The 14 one, I don't like that. That's just way too weak. Way too weak. Let's fly some freight over there. First of all, see if we can boost. Yeah, we can boost it. We definitely need to boost that unit. Can we actually put some of them refit and then try to deliver more freight? I'm not sure, will they accept the freight then? If we, for instance, put it like this. Something like this. I'm also trying to think big. Hitting the rears, because we have some mobile assets here, and this is so empty. I would just like to know what is up there, but going on the heavy snow with tanks, I'm just gonna lose trucks, lose tanks if I try to do any kind of maneuvers in this kind of weather. Fourth Corps, they need to get much closer to the front. Maybe even here. Well, then this is out of reach. But it's Romania unit. I don't think it even should belong to that. It can belong to some other unit. And now we have actually space in this Fourth Corps. 4 more units. For instance, this one. But this Erwin Janeke is really not that good of a panzer commander. We need a guy who's good with infantry and good with tanks. This guy definitely is good with tanks. Schweppenburg. These units. Going to send them back to the city to refit. How about this 6th Corps? This guy is completely too far away. Needs to be way closer, be effective. Something like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that unit there. This is now still open. I'm gonna send this Romanian unit on top of the depot. This panzer unit, it could take this one's place. This one we could send to the front. Max to 100, yeah. Just has only 56% equipment. I'm not 100% happy with this. I think we have to come back to the situation still once more. Yeah, the Croat unit, they need to reinforce. I think they could actually march back here and refit there. I'm just thinking, could this tank unit move further? If this one moves here, we move this here, this here. That could be a possible solution. But I kind of now want to guard this position. Just that the left flank is not now really having any impact. These units over here, I would like to make them contribute. This guy could threaten this position. We could try to make some moves. Attack this unit, attack this unit, get the Guards Rifle Division encircled in the middle of nowhere. They would have to divert forces from here instead of attacking here. That could be a possibility. I think I'm going to take that risk, using my panzers offensively, even though it's going to take their capability down. It might not be the smartest move, because now they are really having good defensive positions here, and I would be giving that away if I'm going to use them offensively. This unit might not actually even hold, which would be a big problem. So maybe rather than doing any kinds of offensives, I would rather reinforce these positions. We could have up to 5,000 more units here in the fortified position. I think that is actually quite crucial even. I think we have to have more. Yeah, now it's 14. It's still not that good. I can still see how it's going to be breached. If the enemy attacks with these two, goes here, attacks with this, 14 might not be enough. Because this is a big if we want to take the... Let's airdrop a little bit supplies here. Just a little bit. Now they at least have enough gasoline to move forward. I could do 2 hasty attacks if I want to. I could use this unit to help with the breakthrough. I could even attack first this infantry, even though that's entrenched. Maybe not that unit then. This Guards Rifle Division has also been entrenched. We could put a lot of force into that. I think I'm going to gamble and try to isolate this 6th Guard Rifle Corps. We are going to make an assault here. This is not an important tile. Enemy can come through, but yeah, this is much more important. Just to break through this unit. I don't want to be forced to attack this one, so now the problem is that we are out of reach of this core. How about if it moves over here? Now it's within range. Okay. I could also take some Romanian units. Like, why not? They can blast through. I have faith in these units. Oof. Okay, so our Panzer division actually joined the combat. Here from the rear, I forgot to turn that off. But yeah, the enemy division got routed. So I guess in a sense that was okay result. But this division then didn't contribute. And now we move with the tanks to here. I'm also going to move tanks here. Now we have a chance to do a deliberate attack to this tile. If we want to. We could also push these guys back. Not necessarily the best idea. Although, yeah, because the enemy can still hold. Well, it would have to move to this hex. It wouldn't be owned by them. I think these are gonna be the units that I try to blast the enemy. And these guys. The Romanians can then try to block this hole, but yeah, because we don't need to hold this position anymore. So maybe I take the Romanian tanks and yeah, something like Romanian tanks and the 17. It's just going to lose so much of its combat capability. We could try with 11. Let's try. Yeah, they are routed. Good. Now I have a chance. I can split this up. But it would be much weaker. So I don't think that's worth it. I would now move this Romanian unit. Let me think about it. How am I going to block this hole? I can move this panzer division over here. Now this unit is too far away to actually have any meaningful impact. How about these guys? We can get them much closer here. And the rail line is really overexhausted. Oof. That maybe wasn't the bestest play from my part. We would need strong position in both of these tiles. I'm going to move this unit over here, so now it has a defensive position of 8. Just worried that 8 is probably not enough. I want to blast these guys away. Good. They withdrew. Or retreated. We forced them to retreat. I'm going to move this unit here, so we have a defensive position of 10. Could we use the Romanians? The Romanians will hold the encirclement. Something like this. Then defensive, yeah, 10 defensive, 16 offensive. So these units could be still going attack, but yeah, nothing much to gain from that. I'm going to do something like this. 7, it's a little bit better. It's a bit better. Here we are going to send more freight. Do we actually have a depot here? No. We can't anyways have a depot because it's not in the railway line network. Naval Brigade. Okay. These have a high defensive value. I think I'm going to send these guys there. We don't anymore command that many units directly with these 4th Panzer Army guys. I think we could fly some freight. Yeah. Over here. This HQ is very exposed if this unit gets hit. It's like has to instantly, the HQ is gonna be blown away instantly to a different position. So maybe we want to reposition the HQ like this. Yeah, okay. I think that's acceptable. This is now super weak. To be perfectly honest, I'm not completely happy with that. Reserve. I think our units will react as reserves should. This is kind of a good defensive position. I think those guys don't have a problem. I'm not sure, is this unit now crucial? Why not let these link up together? We could reinforce. If we can just move through, we could reinforce at least this unit. So I think it would be worth it. Yeah, like maybe. This is helping at least a little bit. I don't know. It's a difficult situation. I think we have a chance to hold this. My main concern is this position, because it can be attacked by 3 sides, and this position also is rather weak. It can be attacked by these 2 units. Like the optimal, of course, would be if we attack this now, they would be thrown here, but no, they always get blasted away from the pocket, typically. So I think we are good there. We can now check the Caucasus situation. I wish we would know, because might even we could take these 2 tiles, but nah. Could we encircle them? Okay, they can now mass a very big attack to this position. And these guys need to be on refit. So what are the weakest points in the line? Definitely this one. Here we are actually quite equal. We have maybe too much even. We can do a swap. We put this guy in here with a 10. So now they can attack with 11. How about this? These are all just HQs. Let's see what happens if we do it like this and move this guy here 16. 16 there. We could take this rough position. Yeah, this is 19, 14, 20. Such a big concentration of force there. I think what we want to do, we want to send the strongest infantry division over here. They can march. Now it's strong. Very strong position. And we want to probably like stack these units. Here. 26. This guy. Yeah, something like this. So these guys are now like here, relatively dug in positions. I don't see any possibilities for an attack. But yeah, this infantry division over here, that's an overkill. We don't need that there. We need help here. Okay. send this unit here, they can resupply or refit. We could break this unit into smaller chunks. Also, I'm wondering, I would rather not send anything down there yet. The next turn, maybe. So this has 16. This is still like in a precarious position, this individual unit. This unit we want to send like over here. So we are going to be blocking this approach. And I think we are going to take this Slovakia motorized and send it here to the east. Like we could be pushing forward. But should we be pushing forward? Like they can still or they can still by sea supply these routes, unless we use our air to cut off if we would do this attack. Because the enemy has withdrawn their units here. Okay, there are units. Let's just do it like this. Okay. And what I think is that we are going to put this on the railway. Because the double rails, they are not really affected. This unit could actually go here, reinforce both positions, if we want. And they have very good equipment. Or they can stay here and reinforce a little bit. I think I'm going to march them here. Now we have a strong defensive position. We have a weak center, inviting the enemy to go through there. And this unit I would hope would join the defense here. If these guys get attacked, I'm going to put this guy here just because it can increase, well, it doesn't actually increase the combat capabilities. So maybe no. Maybe they can just refit here. Yeah. Okay. So now we have the south kind of figured out. I would actually like to... They can stack quite many divisions against this one unit if they want to, so I'm going to break this into smaller chunks just to be in case. Is this a panzer corps? Just Slovenians. Yeah, they are going to be reassigned. And I'm going to reassign these guys. Also this one. I know there's like a it's a little bit difficult debate for me, like when units are out of your command, they can't get the support equipment. But now we are on top of the depot, so we can supply better the other units. I guess that's like the trade-off. So I'm going to keep it here for one turn, and then on the next turn I will move it closer, so these units can get freight too. And these routed divisions, they don't have any guns left. I think they should... They can't even take the rail. Yeah. I guess they could then march to Salsk, and in Salsk they can refit. Something like that. I guess there's a lot of units that might be out of reach from their command. I just can't see any here. Okay. I think we are done. Done there. Okay, there is this one defensive position. Let's do something like this. Here, Italian part, Italian sector. We have... Okay. I don't like these two units. I'm just thinking, should we reassign? Well, this, for instance, I don't think we need that good of a division over there. I think we need good divisions over here, so this can move here. This can move here. If they breach this, What are the consequences? Well, they can breach then this railway line. We still have this one going here. I guess we could. I think we are good enough. Even if this one division falls back, I don't think they have enough forces here to break through from a wider front. Then over here. Over here it seems like no battles in this sector at all. Okay. We can attack these rifle brigades and send them back. What would be the benefit? They have more strength here. They weakened these positions. Yeah. They weakened them. I think we need reinforcements there. So okay. Let's put these into smaller pieces. I think I want to just mixed flag battalion. I hope it contributes to the battle because that could help taking out those tanks. Let's do it. Yeah, it's an easy victory. And then there's this rifle brigade. That unit is then stronger rocket launcher division and rifle division. Okay, that's interesting. Haven't seen those before. Let's attack this position with one division. Yeah, we use some howitzers. They withdraw in a good order. I would still like to move this unit so these can like march much more easy. Let's do something like that. That's good. Okay. Then we can start moving these units. So this would be 8. Seven. That's this over here. Yeah. That's looking better. Livni. We can't really use that. There is no railway. That's good for us. Anyways. How about here? Here is some sort of a, probably a depot. Okay. This is also exciting. Looks so free. Like we can move up here with this single full division. Let's take this unit off the rail. There's 2 tank corps. 2 tank corps over here. What I want to do with this encirclement, like I guess the best situation would be just to leave it be, not to do anything with it. But definitely I'm not going to attack this unit, which has defensive value of 9. These 2 other units, they seem like a better idea. What if we try something like this? It's like 2 to 1, a little bit over. Little bit over 2 to 1 odds. They surrender. That's nice. This is 2 to 1 also. Let's try. They also surrender. Okay. He had some losses there. Yeah, 1 Stug lost. Okay. We don't actually need to get any closer to this division. It can stay where it is. Let's take this motorized regiment. Okay, there are units here. That's more unfortunate. Depot number 1 captured. Okay, we can get this unit to attack. Let's take it. Move it there. It's now 9 to 13. It's much more heavily defended than this position, for instance. Because that's another alternative to sneak through from here. This is heavy woods. What if we place this unit into the heavy woods? And this unit scouts a little bit ahead. Okay, but that's so weak. It's only 4. These can still scout. Okay, there is free real estate here. Nine. Let's try to use this. Okay. These units, it's not good enough. We have to use majority of our infantry to do the breakthrough. 24 to 13. That should do it, right? Let's try to attack this artillery division first. Maybe throw. It's good. They are routed. Complete rout. Maybe an overkill. Okay, now we have that connection. Now we just need to fill these positions. I kind of like this idea. Panzer division can get up here. But then we are still one position short. Well, this infantry division, yeah, it can move like here, here. How about we move this infantry? They can get up there. Okay. These guys can get up there. Where we can actually move. These guys can also get that far. I think that's something that we want to do. So the infantry goes here. These guys get here. The tanks go here. These are just and just out of command. Charles Ferdinand. And these guys could return to HQ so they don't get overrun. I'm going to move some units like this. How about here? Okay, that's better. These guys could actually also reach here. I think I'm going to do it because that's actually very important. Let's do something like this. And these guys can hold as a more cohesive unit stacked on top of each other. These are now on refit, but they have a defensive value of 10, 9, 10. This is only 3. Doesn't really matter. There is no enemies facing us. Then this panzer division. Are you really needed here? I don't think you are. I think you should go south. Like somewhere here. Or is there something you could do for us here in this sector? Because enemy has a river crossing. They didn't even try to attack. Here is where they tried. One option is, of course, that we put it to Orel. Kind of like that idea too. Because this distance from here, although it just could be here in reserve. Sit there in the reserves. But it would have to go through. There's a massive congestion at this point. Okay, I get it. And it's also quite a bit under strength. Yeah. Let's do something like that. We have also this one infantry division ready. No, not to the Stalingrad. Where would we need this guy? I would say that we would need the guy here from Smolensk. Yeah, just to Vyazma. I think that's the best bet. Yeah, let's move it there. Vyazma, and then take yourself out. So now we are in the city. There's also a panzer division. A full one. I think that needs to go here to guard this position. This guy got quite badly. Quite badly attacked. These guys have a super low supply status. Where we attacked in which positions? over here. 445 tanks. That is a lot. A lot of strength. I'm inclined to send this 2nd Regiment of the 34th Infantry Division over here. Reinforce this position. So it has now 18 defensive. Okay, we are moving that unit to the 3rd Panzer. These guys have lost a lot of their equipment. And now we can actually start doing what we wanted to do in the first place. Move these units. Move the breakthrough units. I guess what I want to do here, I want to... Okay, I got this rail. We got some intel. What is going on there? There are 2 big stacks of enemies. Okay, this is interesting. We have quite a lot of movement points. I'm going to take this position just because if they try to air supply, they can't. They can't do that. Well, this is of course another idea. Continue here. Continue here. Finalize the encirclement. Okay, there is some strength. Around there. Can we move? Yeah, we can move up there, so let's do a scouting move. So we are now frustratingly close. Of course, we would like to trap as many as we can, but the main priority is also just to be able to trap anything in the first place. This unit positioned in the swamp kind of suggests that we don't have the strength to push that unit. It's such a strong defensive position. At least by the recon that we have done, suggests that it's really a strong unit, whereas this, on the other hand, is not. That is a weak unit. So I'm actually kind of inclined to do an attack there, although heavy woods and 1 fortification, that would suggest that that we actually underestimate its defensive capabilities. But just because we can actually attack the unit, a deliberate attack, and that's why I'm willing to take that risk. I would really like to include this division there, but I don't think I need to reserve the movement points for the encirclement. Let's just... We can't even add any. That's out of reach. This one. They have only one artillery. That's sad. How good of a commander. It's a good commander though. Yeah, but how about if we would attach it to this one? Harpes. Yeah, I think we should change command. Just to be able to use those support equipment. Yeah. And we actually had Air Force. Finally, Air Force showing up. Only 63 losses. And we have got the rail. We have got the rail successfully. But it's still not an encirclement because this tile is not controlled by us. Which unit could go the furthest? Let's put this unit into pieces. Something like this. How about this unit? It has 50 movement points. It still can't go there. Do we have anything? This has only 5 movement points. 25 defensive. This is heavy woods. We want to move this unit over here. Okay, that's good. Let's cut this. It's a rough terrain anyways. That's a good position. We get a depot for free. And we have another full infantry division. This guy can't go any much further. We could put these 2 units here, but I don't know. This infantry division can move really a long way. This one can't really move that long at all. Yeah, these are so stationary units. I could have a chance to blast this rifle division. But that's basically all. Will it be so that our encirclement will not get done? Because yeah, I can't move far enough. Seven, 2, 0. How about any of these panzers? Yeah, they are kind of landlocked. They can't reach this tile. Do we have any motorized assets over here? And I'm not willing to motorize a unit because I think it's maybe not, even though it's according to the game rules, you can ad hoc motorize by pulling trucks from the depots, but I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do for the game balance. That in mind. Okay. This unit can actually go here. Yeah. We can actually get an attack to this tile, but it wouldn't achieve what we wanted to achieve, because we can put like 18 attack, but I don't think that's enough. Yeah. How about this motorized unit? How far can you go? By the road it can reach quite far, but not really far enough. Although now the road to this direction seems to be open. Can we reach to Torzhok? The enemy pull out? No, there is a unit there, because otherwise we would have gotten this tile. So Now we have actually this Aldai railway line. That is good news. Because then we could have a depot here. We wouldn't need to just fly supplies in the air. Let's fly first these units because we want to just see if there are some enemy fighters. But apparently no, there aren't any enemy fighters intercepting us. Okay, good. Let's see. Let's try an attack on this tile. Because we're supposed to have air. Yeah. Such a clear victory. Because we have units, air units. But we still can't move there. That is so frustrating. They are just gonna move another unit there. Okay, the enemy has that kind of units over there. Nico. We could take this position as our defensive position, or just fall back. Maybe we could just fall back. Let's move these panzers. Nah. That would be a suicidal mission. And these guys, they could withdraw. They did their flanking maneuver. They went to see what is out there. We could actually encircle these guys. But I don't think we have enough to make the encirclement hold. We would have a panzer division here. We could just send them on a quick attack here. But it's a city. It's a city with 3 units, so it would be a death trap for panzers. So maybe no. I would rather... I'm going to send this unit over there. This is on refit. Okay, it's now in a relatively good position. And we could actually join this unit and fight under its command. I'm going to pull back this motorized. Other option would be to put it here. That's not that bad of an option, if I think about it. Into heavy woods. We would basically force this unit to withdraw. I think I could go here. We are gonna be quite low on ammo. Or we go back to friendly lines. Yeah, I think we go back. Yeah, that's maybe for the best. Would we have any units that could move forward? Well, the panzers can move forward. How about these infantry units? How about these units here on the opposite side? We have also some panzer assets, but they are down here. Yeah, it's a long way. But the enemy has now pulled out their mechanized units. I can't see any mechanized units here. And we also have this motorized unit here. We have two strong units. And we are re-establishing the railway link back to Velikiluki. Maybe we could bravely take a few steps forwards. Well, I'm just thinking, yeah, we don't have enough what it takes to link up. There aren't any roads anyways in this area. We could even move more units like that. We could move this. I recommend that we do this. Just because. And let's break this unit. We can widen. Could this unit go? Yeah, it can go here. That's really good. Let's take the depot. Yeah, something like this. And I think we could stack here this unit and this unit. So now it's a stronger defensive unit there. We don't have to worry about this unit trying to do some weird things. This rifle division could basically also get encircled if we just push forward here. I think that's something that I want to do. I can just cross this with this unit. Put this over here. And we start to approach from both sides. That could be one way. This is apparently weakened position. It got suddenly very weak. Otherwise, these northern positions look quite good. Yeah. This is again relatively weak. It's a Polizei infantry division. Were there any attacks to this position? Okay. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. How about here? Is there anything that we can do to increase our chances? That means that here is probably a division. Because otherwise, like, yeah, such a shame we don't have enough movement. Because otherwise moving like here, or even when we move this Jäger division over here, it should have taken this tile for us. But that means that there has to be a division over here. Because we know for a fact here is not. So I'm just thinking possibilities. This tile is not really that important. We could even afford to give it up. So that's why I'm kind of tempted to do something like this. I don't think that's actually enough to hold this position, so maybe we do something like this. Yeah, that looks good. Good. This is also good. This division can still attack, but we don't have any targets that would be suitable. I'm thinking that we could do something like this. And these could be in reserve. this infantry division. I'm gonna send it here. It can march through in the harsh winter conditions. This can get really far. Yeah. I think we want to put it over here. Yeah, why not? Would we try to fly? Just drop some freight, some benzene for these units. They have 2 movement points, it's not enough. Not enough. Yeah, there is no roads from this side at all. So I think we have to pull back. I'm going to pull this panzer division now. Send it somewhere more useful. Of course, this reserve. Well, this is also a dead end from this side. Like the most effective attack, it would come from this side. But there is no roads to approach the enemy from here either. They would have to go through here to here. So I don't actually know about that. There's such a nice big encirclement if we just are able to close it up. We can move all of these units one forward. We can just close the distance. Okay, swamp is not that good for Luftwaffe field divisions apparently. They are not that effective defending swamps apparently. That unit might get blown away. It's only 1000 men anyways. Okay, there's some light woods. There, it's an open tile. I think I'm going to do it like this. It's a good defensible position, but I'm going to give it up. And this can actually stay back here. We could just bring everybody forward. Yeah. Something like that. These have only a defensive value of 9. I'm not really happy about that. Okay, we still have one infantry division that we haven't committed to this encirclement endeavor. I think they could be sent over here. How about this motorized? I'm going to actually send this guy over here. Let's send this forward. I think I'm going to make sure that we trap at least some enemy divisions. So well, they can't escape now through here. They can still probably pull out up to here or something. And we are gonna put this division up here. This is in a good shape now, this regiment. Let's put it here. So now we are like really close, but apparently there is nothing here. I guess we could have finalized the encirclement if we just had put this Jäger division a little bit better. I guess now the enemy, it's going to be interesting to see what will the enemy do with these forces in here. Will they withdraw? Will they try to push forward? Or what are they going to do? Because I can't predict that, really. There's a river crossing. If we blast this rifle division, I don't know, do we want to do that? We can just sit and wait. That's completely okay. There were battles here and here. Yeah. You can just put that there. Yeah, let's just move some units. Take the panzer unit. Take it away. Move it somewhere more strategic. to a more strategic position. Vyazma is something that I'm thinking about. Attacking these tank divisions. That could be a possibility with the infantry. But yeah, I'm going to take this tank. There's apparently one unit in here that has already moved. What should be reinforced? Well, maybe this position here. I don't really know. Or here we can have one extra. Attack this division. I don't really know. I guess we could like distract the enemy. Just weaken it. Send it to here. And to the 3rd Panzer Army. Now we are over the limit. But no can do. That would be a major tank battle. Okay, we can actually move some units here. I would rather move it here. I'm considering that as a possible attack too. Let's try something like this. (12-6). That's 2-1 odds. And then we can use these. Or maybe if we just use all of these guys. How many do we get if we try this? 17-11. That maybe is enough. Let's take that 4 out. Let's try it. Yeah, routed. It's better to attack those tanks if they are not supported by infantry. Then you can do really a lot of damage. He just exhausted the movement. Movement there. 14-11. Did we have air support in the previous battle? Yes, we did. So I hope that we will have air support for this one too. They retreat. That's still a really good result. Their capabilities came down quite significantly. I want to do this just to be sure that if they breach, this is light woods, this is light woods. Okay, it shouldn't matter. And this can only be attacked from one position, so. But now we can make sure that linking up is much more difficult for the enemy. We can do it even like that. So now it's really difficult for them to establish a connection. Then we have these Luftwaffe field divisions. I guess they could take these fortified positions just in case something were to happen, something unexpected. Because of the depot system, because these are priority 4, priority 3, this number 2 doesn't get any freight because it's too low of a priority. And to be honest, I don't think we really need it necessarily. It's a little bit closer connection to these, but it's not as important as these other depots. We can still keep the depot, maybe, but it's not going to be getting any freight. Then we have this motorized division. I think it would have more use in the north, following this rail and then trying to do something over here. So let's just try to get it to a functioning rail connection here. And then it can go up to here, to the heavy woods. But that's okay. Let's move this here. Okay, that was probably a headquarter unit because it just disappeared. I don't know, I guess we can just stack those. Rush forwards. How about if we rush with this infantry? Let's rush. Yeah. Okay, we made contact. Some people probably would have been yelling in the comments that why didn't you move that infantry division? And apparently moving to a hex which has apparently in one of the sides, an enemy unit. Or did we move that light Jäger division here in such a situation where there was an enemy unit here blocking? But anyways, there isn't any. Now they are. There is an encirclement. It's probably gonna be good for us. If these divisions want to go here, try to fill this hole, they try to re-establish the connection. Because then we can just encircle them also. We have so many tanks in the front forward positions that maybe it could have been better to keep them a little bit further behind and lure the enemy forward. But I don't know, at least we have strong forward positions. This is such a nasty blocking division right here. And we don't really have any info. It can't be super weak actually, but our recon sets that it's almost 100 combat value, so we can't link up really easily here. It should happen from the north. But next turn we can definitely move this unit by the road if they don't move a unit here in front to block. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this stream to this situation, and then in the next stream we will check if I forgot something, and then we can start the next turn. So yeah, all in all, situation in the Caucasus is kind of stabilized. In Stalingrad, we did multiple smaller encirclements, and we can say that they are quite risky. There is 2 units here, 1 mechanized corps, 1 guards rifle corps here. Romanians are holding this flank with a panzer division, so that might not work out. They had to move a lot, so there's a big chance that they got pushed away. Also, not really sure will this encirclement hold, or any of those. Most secure encirclement is this right here, and this 1 unit of course over here. And now we might have trapped what divisions were left down here from the enemy, because we managed to connect from the Nemiansk pocket to the Model's 9th Army forces from the Resev direction. But anyways, thanks for following, and see you on the next one. Bye.